April 25, 1959, Seaway opened. The opening of the St. Lawrence Seaway marked a major event in North American infrastructure and economic development. This binational project between the United States and Canada transformed maritime transport in the Great Lakes region. By creating a navigable route from the Atlantic Ocean to the interior of North America, the Seaway enabled ocean-going vessels to access ports as far inland as Duluth, Minnesota, and Thunder Bay, Ontario. Construction of the St. Lawrence Seaway began in 1954, following decades of planning and negotiation. Previous attempts to develop a deepwater channel through the St. Lawrence River had been hindered by political and economic concerns. However, a growing need for efficient inland shipping and hydroelectric power generation led to a renewed joint effort between the two nations. The Seaway was designed as a series of locks, canals, and channels that would overcome natural barriers such as the Lachine Rapids and the Niagara Escarpment. The Seaway officially opened to navigation on April 25, 1959, when the Canadian icebreaker D'Iberville became the first vessel to complete a full transit. The waterway's dedication ceremony took place later, on June 26, 1959, with Queen Elizabeth II and U.S. President Dwight D. Eisenhower attending. The project involved the construction of 7 locks in Canada and 2 in the United States, along with extensive channel dredging. The entire system stretched over 2,300 miles from the Gulf of St. Lawrence to the western edge of Lake Superior. The opening of the Seaway was significant for several reasons. It facilitated increased trade between North America and overseas markets by allowing large cargo ships to reach industrial centers deep within the continent. This reduced transportation costs and improved the efficiency of shipping bulk commodities such as grain, iron ore, and coal. The Seaway also stimulated economic growth in port cities along the Great Lakes, supporting industries in steel production, agriculture, and manufacturing. In addition to its economic impact, the St. Lawrence Seaway represented a model of international cooperation. Managed jointly by the St. Lawrence Seaway Development Corporation in the United States and the St. Lawrence Seaway Management Corporation in Canada, the project required close coordination in engineering, policy, and environmental regulation. The hydroelectric power facilities developed as part of the project provided substantial energy resources, particularly in the province of Ontario and the state of New York. Over time, the Seaway has faced challenges from changing trade patterns, competition from rail and road transport, and environmental concerns such as the introduction of invasive species through ballast water discharge. Nevertheless, it remains a vital component of North America's transportation infrastructure. The Seaway continues to serve as a key corridor for trade, linking inland producers to global markets and supporting binational economic ties. For enthusiasts of historical ephemera, visit history-collectors.com to find collectibles that might complement your collection. You can own a piece of history.